Good morning friends, this is Karthik Manani and today I'm going to do my lab experiment number 6 of web technology. So the aim of the experiment of our experiment number 6 is to use JavaScript and use timer functions and objects to perform 6 tasks in the experiment. So in the first task we have to make a digital clock, a simple digital clock, and then in the second task we have to make a dynamic background which changes its color after every 1 second. And the third experiment we have to perform a particular type of animation in which whenever there is a mouse over, the text font size increases. In the fourth task we have to create animation of start and stop of a car image moving in a particular direction. And in the last we have to use object concept. Using object concept we have to print particular messages. So as you can see, this is the coding of my first experiment of a digital clock. So in this digital clock, the web page I can show you. Yeah. So you can see the digital clock is time is running to 22 hours 27 minutes and 8 seconds according to the time of my laptop here, because I've used the function. So you can see whenever I refresh it, it will get the same time and it will repeat it. So this was the experiment, task number 1. So in this here is the coding. So in this I have given the h1 name digital clock, and then I have created a function display. So I have given var d new dates. So this will be taken new dates. They will take a date and then the r in minutes and seconds. Now this is document get element id time. So I will get the time id, and then I will display it with time is this much, hours is in this minute and seconds in this minute. Then I will give a set interval display. So after every 1 second, as you can see, we have given in the argument 1000. That means 1000 milliseconds, that is equals to 1 second. So 1 second it will give me it will increment after every 1 second. So this was the function of set interval. So this was the task number 1. Now as you can see in the second task is a dynamic background which is changing after every 2 seconds. So 1, 2, it is changing 1 and 2. Now it will change. Yeah. So these are, as you can see, there is no particular set, it's changing on the changing randomly. So here is the coding of the second task which you have given me. So in the second task you can see we have created a function set background. So here I have given 4 colors, red, blue, green, and then use the math function, math.4 function, which will give me the lower part of the decimal. So I use the random function and multiply it by the RBG value. So in the random function it will give me any sort of random display of the colors, not any particular things. So here is the coding for this. Then I've used the document.get element by tag name. So body, the tag name which I have used is body, so I'm getting the element by tag name. Then it is the style which I've given, the color, and then set interval, set background, comma 2000. So 2000 is 2 seconds. So as you can see, I am changing the background color after every 2 seconds. So I will use the particular function set interval. So the set interval function has the property of changing the background after every 2 seconds. So this was the task number 2. Now task number 3 was to change the font size to create a dynamic font. So as you can see, whenever I will move the mouse over this text, it will increase its font size. So you can see I'm going here and going out, going in, going out. So in this particular, to perform this particular task, this is the coding. So as you can see in this I have used on mouse over event. So in on mouse over event I want to call this function, and on mouse over event I want to call this function. So on mouse over the increase size which I have particularly defined the function in the lower, and decrease size I have defined it here. So what is happening in increase size function is I am getting the document but get element by id. So id I have taken as para 1. As you can see I have taken the id as para 1 here. And dot style, this is the CSS font, CSS style, the font size 40 pixels. So the font size is 40 pixels. Now this is on mouse over. So on mouse over the size is increasing, and on mouse out the size is decreasing. So I have used the same concept. I have taken the get element by id, document or get element by id, which is the DOM function, DOM method. para 1, then I've used this type. Now here I've given this type as 40 pixels. Now I will decrease it by 20 pixels. So on mouse event, it will automatically go to 20 pixels. So this was my task number 3. Now yeah, now this is the task which I have performed. In this, as you can see, my book by Karthik. So we had to display this using objects of JavaScript. So here's the coding. So as you can see here, I've created object name, my book, property Karthik, property 3 1917, all these property I've created, and then to display it I'm using a for loop to iterate it through an array. So as you can see, I've used the variable. I'm storing this into an array. So as you can see, I will run the for loop. So for where I equal to 0, I is less than object name dot length. So the loop will run under the length of the name, and then I plus plus, then the document dot get element id yo. So I have given here the id yo. So in a element equals to object name I property by object name. So here in this particular manner the thing will be displayed. Same for the another one and same for the other one. So you can see my book then in this manner by Karthik on 1979. So as you can see, as I have given the manner here, property by then object name on. So all these will be printed before by my name, then on before is my book, then in the last property is the year. So it is displaying as in the same, it is displaying in the same manner. Now the last part of this experiment is yeah. So this is the build function building. So the experiment is building. Yeah. So this was the last task of the experiment. So here we had to create an animation. So whenever I click on the start button, the object starts moving, and then I click on the stop button, so it stops. So this was the animation which I had to perform. As you can see, clicking on start button and it is stopping. So this is the coding of the particular experiment. So task. Then I'm using image object dot element by id. I've taken this image as my image, and the style and position I've given it relative, and left padding I've given 0 pixels, so it will be on the left corner of the window. Then function move right, this is a function move right which I have given. So in this, what is happening is I want the particular, whenever I click the start button, the image will move in forward. So I've used this particular image object dot style dot left, then parse it to change it into integer, and then from the left, whenever I click the start button, the function will move, the car will move, the image will move 10 pixels towards the right. So you can see the animate set timeout move right 200. So after every 2 milliseconds the image will move 20 milliseconds, the image will move towards right. So this is the function of the set timeout. So here I have initialized function in it, and here I have given the function move right, then function stop. So whenever you click stop button, so this particular function will be called, and in this field it will create a timeout, and it will reset the car to left 0 pixels. So as you can see, whenever I am clicking the start button, and the car is moving in the rightward direction, and now I click the stop button, it will come to the left side in the 0 pixels. Left padding I have given 0 pixels, so it will, because of the value which I have given here as 0 pixels. So I have used this window dot onload init. So whenever the onload comes, so the first function which will be called is init, which is this, so that the image is in the correct position and relatively, and it's left side of the padding. So onload, I want this function to be called. So this was the current thing, and then there is the URL which I have given, and then the input button. So on click method I have used. So whenever on click start, so move right should be called. So here is the move right being called, and whenever I click stop, whenever so stop function should be called. So here I have defined a stop function. So this was a particular experiment of number 6. So this was these were all the outputs. So I done my number 6. Thank you so much.